You're making your payments every month. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So why does it feel like nothing is changing? That's the part that doesn't make sense because you're not ignoring the problem, you're dealing with it. Every single month, and yet the balance barely moves. Sometimes it even feels like it's going backwards. Here's what's actually happening. Minimum payments are designed to keep you in place, not stuck forever, but definitely not moving forward because most of what you're paying isn't reducing the balance in a meaningful way. It's covering interest, and interest doesn't help you. It just keeps the system running. This is where it starts to matter because on the surface, you're being responsible. You're not missing payments. You're not letting things spiral. But underneath that, the structure isn't working in your favor. So you stay in the cycle, pay a little, balance barely changes, repeat over and over again. And this is where people get frustrated because it feels like effort should be equal progress. But in this case, it doesn't. Not the way you expect, anyway. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This isn't about doing something wrong, it's about understanding what's actually happening. Because once you see it, your expectations change. You stop thinking, I'm making progress every month, and start realizing I'm maintaining the situation. That shift matters because it explains why it feels so slow, why it feels like you're stuck, why it feels like no matter how consistent you are, it doesn't move the way it should. And once you see that, you stop blaming yourself. You're not the problem. The system is just slow by design. Now, here's the part that actually helps. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to understand the difference, staying in place and actually reducing the balance. Because those are not the same thing. And most people don't realize that. Once you do, you start looking at your money differently. You start noticing what actually moves things and what just keeps things going. And that awareness alone is what starts to change the situation. Not instantly, but clearly, because now you're not guessing anymore. You understand what's happening. And once you understand it, you're no longer stuck in the same way.